Okay, good afternoon, guys. This is Rodrigo speaking in behalf of Novus Automation and also in behalf of our international sales team. We want to thank you, first of all, for investing your time in attending this market presentation webinar. You are going to enjoy the information presented today, and it will be valuable when reaching the market to present this outstanding product. This product launching webinar is the first edition being presented to our North American sales network. And from now on every new product released, every new product released will be followed by an event like this. My colleague Carol will take over from now on. So please let us know your feedback after the presentation. The word is with you, Carol.
Hello guys, hello everybody. Welcome to this webinar. My name is Carolina, like Zero said, and I'm a product specialist from Novus Automation. Today we're going to present these two new products that Novus is releasing in the market. Firstly, we'll show our new relative humidity transmitter Climate family, or just Climate. This device becomes to meet challenge demands for humidity and temperature applications. Then we'll talk about our new wireless data logger family, the LogBox Connect, introducing now the first released model. LogBox is Connect because it will provide wireless connectivity to the world. We have a roadmap for the Connect family, and the first model is Bluetooth, the called LogBox BLE for Bluetooth Low Energy. Okay, so for today we have that. For each product that we are presenting, we'll make a brief overview and explain the context in which it is placed. Following, we will show the highlights, features, and applications of both products, important information for use in your marketing campaigns and pre-sales effort. We have a technical support team during the webinar to answer your questions online. Moreover, we will prepare a Q&A document and leave it available to all webinar attendants a few days after the webinar. We have also a quick survey at the end of this webinar, whose information will help to improve future solutions for your customers. We please require that you answer it. You just need to wait until the webinar to be finished. Just a reminder, you can make questions during all the webinar at any time. Our team will answer them as deep as possible online. Please, you are free to make the questions you need. Okay, let's start discussing how to meet demanding humidity and temperature process with high accuracy and how versatile we should be to meet different requirements in moisture control. Today's many processes of industry require to avoid or to regulate the air condensing or the air frost because anyone may damage or rot the goods in process. Many of those processes, due to the nature of the product, require humidity control in very narrow tolerance, sometimes on the threshold border of temperature or humidity, and the limit of condensation or frost. The strict control of weather vapor and air mixing ratio is a key factor for improved air quality for those processes. For example, in food industry, the condensation can cause microbial growing and destabilize or damage the food. For indoor climate control, on the other hand, the humidity affects both thermal comfort and indoor air quality, facilitating the growth of mold or bacteria. It can cause respiratory problems, annoying condensation forming on windows, walls, and ceilings, and potential damaging to build materials. For drying process of powered products in the chemical industry, for example, it provides better flow flow behavior and avoids formation of agglomerates. So, condensation is an undesirable effect for many processes, requiring its avoidance, and the customer must have the right solution, otherwise it will be a disaster. One solution to ensure the air quality is to use desiccant dehumidifiers, also called moisture absorbers. It works basically cooling the air to the dew point, so the water condenses, it is collected and eliminated. However, the first step to achieve the best result in this process is to have a good and precise control of the environment. Adding to that, with increasing automation connectivity, it may demand for the sensing device communication interface beyond the normal analog retransmission outputs. And some applications may need field calculated psychrometric properties to monitor other aspects of the air quality. Those are tough requirements, which are not easy to comply with normal RHT sensing devices. And Novus is now releasing the right device that complies with those requirements. These are RHT Climate, the humidity and temperature transmitter that provides high accuracy and stability of measurements over a wide operation range in order to implement precise air quality monitoring or psychrometric control. Optionally, it has a wide backlight display which provides high brightness for good reading in illuminated environments. With two analog outputs, one typically for temperature and the other one for humidity or any psychrometric property, configurable by software, the output signal 4 to 20 mA or 0 to 10 volts, and possibility to force output signal for commissioning tasks. All settings. Sorry, guys. All settings can be performed via USB by software. Its frontal keyboard allows changing settings directly using the menu screens. An additional feature is the availability of two alarm outputs which may be used for controlling humidity and temperature. It has also a built-in buzzer for sound alarm. And finally, we are proud to mention that the distinctive design and its robustness, leading your customer to consider it the best choice for the applications. The first highlight of Climate, it is extended range and outstanding accuracy for measurement of relative humidity and temperature. Applications with strict requirements can be met with these features. Second highlight is the full psychrometric information. It provides 7 psychrometric properties for the mixture of water vapor and air. Important information basically for HVAC design applications. The last highlight is the versatility of interface. It has USB port for device configuration or commissioning. There is optional RS485 Modbus protocol useful for integration with customer automation system. The analog outputs are typically used as transmission signal for PLCs or dedicated controllers. So the Climate provides the ability to be applied in any customer project. Now we can go more deep into technical features. RHT Climate is a family of devices. It is offered basically in two types, wall mount and duct mount. Both types have models with or without display. Duct mount version offers 3 probe lengths, 150 mm, 250 mm, and 400 mm. The display version has 3 frontal keys with good tactile feedback for easy navigation or configuration. It provides a menu of parameters, allowing checking and modifying parameters. The wide display has backlight and may show 3 variables on screen: from all psychrometric variables. It is also presents icons and other information like alarms, maximum and minimum, and also communication status. Duct mount type has a measuring range for -40 to 100 degrees Celsius. Wall mount type from -40 to 60 degrees Celsius, in which only the probe is in contact with the measured medium. The indicated resolution for both measured variables is 0.1 degrees Celsius and 0.1% of RH. Temperature has 14 bit and humidity has 12 bit. The accuracy is better than 0.2 degrees Celsius for temperature. For relative humidity, the accuracy is 1.8%. The two analog outputs can be configured as 4 to 20 milliampere or 0 to 10 volts, independently just by software. The climate can be powered from 12 to 30 VDC in the internal connector or from the USB port during configuration or commissioning. The enclosure protection rating is IP65. The RHT probe, however, has lower rating, IP30, just because there is no measurement with condensation on it. It has two digital outputs for alarms, where can be configured set points. Hysteresis output condition on sensor error and alarm timing type. Any alarm can drive the built-in buzzer for sound alert. An innovative feature for commissioning or diagnosis is the ability to simulate output signals or to force an output signal. The technician may simulate all conditions in the integration stage of commissioning with PLC or controller system. The device is constantly calculating all those 7 psychrometric properties from the measured relative humidity and temperature. Any of those properties can be displayed or transmitted to analog output or still be read on Modbus table. Configuration of climate is a very easy task. Novus offers a free Windows software tool available for downloading your website. It is called an experience, and it can be used either in notebooks or desktops with USB. An experience is a powerful tool for device installation and commissioning. All functionalities are available on the software: configuration of all parameters, monitoring of all psychrometric data, simulation of temperature and humidity, forcing output transmission, and settings for the display. Here we have some examples of an experience screens. Okay, so let's take a look at some details of climate. We have here some pictures of different views and different models. The enclosure does not have screws, which means the upper cover closes by clicking. The ring gasket ensures the sealing. All connections are inside the enclosure and pass through the cable gland. The USB port is protected by a rubber cap. The RHT probe is integrated with the enclosure. The device has a spare for an additional cable gland in the middle. The duct mount type has the probe coming out from the rear. The probe holds a flange for fixing to the duct. Regarding the applications, we have here some examples. It can be used HVACR applications, where the engineer needs to know the psychrometric properties to better design the air conditioning. It can be used just for climate monitoring of indoor environment like laboratories, clean rooms, or data centers. For most strict requirements, it can be applied to psychrometric control of industrial process, and not less important, used for comfort control, where the air moisture and temperature should be handled. Okay, going to more practical examples of application. In this first example, there is a process for drying cereal grains into garner. The requirement is to monitor the mixture of water vapor and dry air inside garner. This information is used to activate hot ventilation from bottom floor to upper exhaust fan. An output alarm can be configured to activate the hot ventilation. The availability of psychrometric data and digital outputs fits Climate very well to this application. The second example shows the need of drying process for pasta industry. The requirement is to keep humidity in very narrow band. The air moisture should be removed to avoid condensation in the pasta, otherwise it can destabilize the material, change its texture, or even receive attack from microbes. The moisture should be controlled until the final bagging. The high accuracy of RHT Climate is very suitable to this application. There are hundreds of other applications which RHT Climate can be used. Processes that demand high precision control of temperature, humidity, and all related psychrometric quantities can be met with this device. Please take a look at our website. All information about Climate is available there. Technical specifications like product manual and commercial flyers, everything is there. So, okay, guys, that was our presentation of RHT Climate. And now, let's talk about the other protagonist of our webinar, LogBox BLE from Connect family. So, it is a wireless data logger with USB and Bluetooth low energy communication. Because of that, it is very low power consumption, in which provides at least 2 years of autonomy using only batteries as the main power supply. The device has 3 universal analog inputs and 1 digital input for the most used sensors in the market. The configuration of parameters uses Bluetooth or USB interface. All logged data can be transferred to a computer or mobile device or to Novus Cloud, our internet cloud portal. Briefly, the data download from LogBox BLE to a computer can be performed in 2 different ways. First, just connecting the device to a computer via USB cable, or by Bluetooth communication from any mobile device and then transfer the downloaded file directly to the computer, where the complete data analysis can be done with an experienced software. The transfer of data from LogBox to cloud is quite simple too. From the mobile device via Bluetooth, reading the logged data and then send it from the mobile application directly to Novus Cloud. Or if connected to a computer via USB port, reading the logged data and then send it from an experienced software to cloud by internet connection. We can offer free Novus Cloud as a repository and dashboard tool in the cloud, as well as an experienced software in local computer. So let's see some pictures of LogBox Connect. Here we can see it has a large display with 2 rubber keys and USB connector. In the bottom, there is a removable cover for the connection terminals, and the connector is also removable with identified terminals. In the back, we have the removable holder bracket, which can be fixed in a wall. Also, optionally, the bracket can host 4 magnet coins, which provides the ability to fit the data logger in metallic surfaces. Still in the back, we have the cover for the batteries holder. It uses 4 AA alkaline replaceable batteries. So here we have the highlights of LogBox BLE. So we have wireless connectivity, The main advantage is the possibility of daily operation with wireless mobile device with a friendly application. No cables are needed for data download. All data can be sent wirelessly to centralized computer or cloud. We have also mobility, the operation with batteries, the removable holder bracket, and the removable connectors, provides relocation and fast commissioning. So versatility, the universal analog inputs provides to use any type of analog sensor for any end application. So a single model can fit any application. And finally, we have integrity of data. The intrinsic protection of data against improper changes allows the generation of reliable reports for critical applications. The data cannot be changed inside equipment, which gives security of data to customer, providing confident data. Let's take a look at the technical features now. LogBox BLE has Bluetooth 4.1 and USB connectivity. The maximum range operation with Bluetooth is like around 10 meters. And we have an application for mobile devices called an Experience BLE, used to communicate with Bluetooth. We also have Windows software called an Experience, used to connect via USB to computer. The wide display may show 3 simultaneous measurements in 4.5 digits. Decimal point and the angle of view are configurable. Regarding power supply, 4 AA alkaline batteries provide more than 2 years of autonomy. Well, so LogBox BLE has 3 universal analog inputs, accepting analog sensors with any kind of signal, like PT100, thermocouples, voltage and current signals. The resolution of measurement is 15 bits. The digital input can be programmed to work as pulse counter, to read, for example, like flow meters, or to work as event recorder, to log change of state of a digital sensor like open and close switch of a door. 8 alarms can be configured for low or high set point alarms. The built-in buzzer for alarm can be used for sound alert. The memory capability enables up to 140,000 records, which allows typically higher than 1 year recording continuously. LogBox BLE has also other built-in sensors. Temperature with NTC sensor for measuring the enclosure temperature, internal battery and external power supply voltage levels. Any of these can be logged or displayed. It supports from 10 to 30 VDC power supply and can operate with the backup batteries. More than that, it can operate continuously just with the batteries. It is also available one digital output to operate as alarm or as electronic switch for sourcing power to external sensors. So Novus offers the Experience BLE. That is a free of charge application for Android mobile devices. It can be installed into smartphones easily from Google Play Store. It is a tool for configuration, data download, and some analysis like graphic, view, and event records of channel. An Experience BLE can download data from several log boxes and share in few formats to other devices, or still send data directly to Novus Cloud. We also will attend with the application for iOS devices like iPhones. The iOS and Experience BLE app is on development and will be released probably next month. This iOS app will have all the capabilities of the current Android app. Now, Novus also offers the inexperienced software for Windows platform. It is available free of charge for download from our website and can be used either for notebooks or desktops. It is a powerful tool for overall features of LogBox BLE, like configuration, data download, data full analysis, graphical view, and report issuance. The reports can be exported in several formats. Inexperience has a manager for log files from several log boxes. Similarly as Inexperience BLE, Inexperience can send all data to Novus Cloud. Okay, so here we have then the summary of key advantages of LogBox BLE. Connectivity. The equipment provides Bluetooth communication with any Android mobile device. It has an USB port for connection with computer. Moreover, all data can be sent to Novus Cloud through our applications. Low power. The low power design coupled with Bluetooth technology provides long-term autonomy. It means higher than 2 years operating just with batteries. Universal inputs. It has analog and digital inputs compatible with any kind of sensor, whether of physical measurements like temperature, flow, pH, pressure, or even detection like door opening, fire detection, and so on. And fast deployment. The feature of operation with batteries and removable connector and bracket holder allows relocation and fast deployment. Now, with this big picture in mind for the LogBox BLE, we can think about several possibilities for applications of our customers. Here, we put few examples like monitoring of blood bank laboratories, cold rooms, data centers, and supermarket freezers and refrigerators. But is not limited to this. LogBox BLE fits be used in monitoring of indoor facilities, with restricted infrastructure to controlled rooms or still long-term autonomy. Understand this is important to survey the incoming opportunities from your customers. So here we have an example of application, the recording of temperature in blood bank laboratory. Because the size of the facility is relatively small, an analysis of the laboratory blueprint may define 2 points of monitoring, mainly in critical locations. So, 2 logbox may be installed on those locations with configuration of high limit of temperature, triggering a buzzer alarm on its occurrence. The logbox may be fixed in the wall at eye level of a standing person. The data download may be done in daily basis for getting history profile of temperature for future audits. A second example is the control of temperature limits and ammonia gas in refrigerator facilities. The analysis of the infrastructure blueprint defines, for example, 2 critical points of monitoring. Using an ammonia gas leak detector, let's say it is a digital sensor and can be set as alarm. The high limit of temperature may also be set to trigger the buzzer alarm. Because of the memory capability of LogBox, the user may promptly define weekly data download for getting history profile of temperature. Those log file may be stored in the computer or file servers and be used in future audits or for report issuance. Okay, so we saw almost everything about LogBox BLE, but the remaining question is, and how about the special condition? So today we have a special offer for the attendants who answer our survey in the end of the webinar. We'll give 20% discount for samples over the distributor commercial policy price just on first purchase. You just need to answer the survey to be able to receive this special condition. And you can check the price with your key account. Okay, guys, thank you so much for everyone that watches our webinar. Please take a look at our website. All detailed information you need is available there. And thanks again. And we hope to come back soon with new solutions. Goodbye.